Hello, everyone, and welcome to Olathe West Theater's live stream of A Midsummer Night's Dream. So, as many of you know, we had aimed to do this show in April of 2020. However, that was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So, this is our opportunity to just say farewell to this show as a final goodbye. And I want to thank everyone who has worked on this show and has stayed along for the ride as we go along. First off, I want to introduce you to our costume designer, Ella Amos, who is here today to talk just a little bit about the costume designs that she created for this show. Unfortunately, they were not able to be made for the show, but she had some pretty spectacular designs and ideas. So we're going to start off with Ella Amos telling us a little bit about costumes. Come on up, Ella.
Hi. Okay, so the color palette for this show is going to be the colors of like the 1500s and very like natural colors that you can find in nature to just give a feeling of peace to the audience. So for Hermia, it was going to be pink and red because she was like a symbol of love and very delicate and a lot of lace. So she was just really like delicate and cute, and it matched her character pretty well. And then Helena was green because once you see this play, you find out that she's like pretty jealous as a person. So I thought green matched her character pretty well. And she's supposed to be more of a peasant and not royalty. And Puck, this is one of my favorite designs. So he's a fairy and he has a lot of leaves, and the pants with the flare-outs is to give the jester kind of look, and it's all centered around nature. And here's the Queen of the Fairies. This is also one of my favorite designs. I wanted her skirt to look like a rose because she's really like soft and not very like hard hitting, and just a lot of flowers and a lot of leaves to kind of combine like all the fairies together. And she was gonna have like bigger wings than all the other fairies. And then here's the fairy king, and he has like a lot of thorns around his costume because like the way like he approaches things is very harsh and like doesn't put a lot of thought into it. So I thought the thorns represented that pretty well. And then Lysander's just a light blue. I thought that would complement the other costumes, and just very simple. And then Demetrius is supposed to kind of look like a jock of the 15, their boots and a black shirt to just kind of look more royalty and powerful. And Bottom he was supposed to look like a peasant, but he was trying to be more than just a peasant. He thought he was cooler than he actually was. So there's some like accessories to kind of add to the costume, but overall it's still like dirty and just looking like a peasant. And then all the fairies were just going to be inspired by nature. So Cobweb was going to have some cobwebs on her, and Moth was going to have fur to kind of like show that moths like have fur, and Peace Blossom was her whole skirt was going to look like a flower, and then Mustard Seed was going to have her whole bodice covered in seeds. So it was just very like looks like nature. So yeah. And these two are just supposed to be very like classic royalty and like try to stick to the time period pretty well. And that's the same with this, very like basic. This is what an older man would have worn in the 1500s. So since he was a father, just tried to stick with that. And then the players each had like special like accessories to like show what they were. Like the tailor was going to have like a measuring tape like around him, and there was going to be some gears, some yarn, different vests, just to kind of like differ each one just a little bit.
All right. Thank you so much, Ella, for showing us and talking about your designs. They were incredible. And for those of you who don't know, last year Ella was a freshman and she qualified to nationals in costume design for a costume design she did for Into the Woods. And at nationals, she got a superior rating. So congratulations to Ella, and great things will be to come for her and all of the other designers and awesome students that we have in our department. Thank you again for joining us today. This is our attempt at our first live stream experience, so we're testing the waters, and I hope it's an enjoyable experience. So here we are. Give it up to our actors for A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour jaws on apace. 4 happy days bring another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this own moon wanes. She lingers my desires.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon shall behold the night of our solemnities.
We will stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, and awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou fitched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so, she will not hear before your grace. Consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death according to our law.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
And himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held worthy.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die to death or forever, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether you not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing name betwixt my love and me, I prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for a austerity and single.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortune's every way as fairly ranked as Demetrius's. And I am of the beloved and beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius made love to Neater's daughter, Hermia, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I've heard so much. But Demetrius, come, and come Aegeus, you shall come with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia. Look you arm yourself to fate the fancies of your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death or to a vow of single life.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there so fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well between them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh hell, to choose love by another's eyes?
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt. From Athens is her house, remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, there I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, tomorrow, truly I will meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Hermia.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Calling me fair? That's fair again and say. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night through Athens' gate we have devised to steal.
And in the wood, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote unto you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. Before Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mind. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And, for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but here in me and I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, actor by actor, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every actor's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors.
Mary, our play, the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, Anna Mary. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scrolls. Madam, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, condole some measures. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe, Pyramus, my lovely dear.
No, no. You must play Pyramus and flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Pizza Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother, Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Pizza Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it improvised, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me, and I will roar and I will make that duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would all shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us.
Yes.
Every mother's son.
Mother's son.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will. But, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood by moonlight. There we will rehearse. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. I do wander everywhere. Farewell, farewell, that love of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves shall come anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild, but she perforce withholds the loved boy.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frightens the maidens of the villagery? Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet Puck? You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest all right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I just to Oberon, make him smile, but room for me, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry rash, wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here? Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, but she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus's wedding day. If you will patiently dance on our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! My gentle Puck, come hither. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees.
I'll put a gird around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it into her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And before I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stayeth me. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that I do love you the more.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of the one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face, nor darkness would lack worlds of company, for you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. But before he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
Oh, I pray thee give it to me. I know a bank where wild thyme blows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it only when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. And look thou meet me before the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servants shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, baby. Hence aloof, now all is well. Wong aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou doth wake, do it for thy true love's take.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one truth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Then, by your side, no bedroom me deny.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer I say, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
Who is here? clothes of Athens he doth wear. When thou wakest, let love forbid. Sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Nay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril I will go alone.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire, I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, straight shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do not repent. The tedious minutes I have with her spent, not Hermia, but Helena I love.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye? I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should another therefore be abused.
Hermia, sleep thou here, and never mayest thou come not Lysander near. And all my powers address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, Pat, and here's a marvel's convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully Bottom?
There are things in the comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not to wit, I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better insurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
We will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Madams, you ought to consider with yourself to bring in God shield us.
God shield us.
A lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name their name, and half their face must be seen through the lion's neck. And they themselves must say, no, I'm no such thing. I am a person as other people are. And there indeed let them name their name and say plainly, I am Snug LaJoyner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac, find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night. There is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk in a chink through the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some actor or other must present wall, and let them have some plaster about them to signify wall. Or let them hold their fingers thus, and through this cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin.
What hepin homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the Fairy Queen? What to play toward? I will be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of Odious save us sweet.
Odors.
Odors save us sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark! A voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry, you must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, as truest horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninny's tomb! Man, why must you not speak that yet? That you answer to Pyramus, you speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted. Pray, masters, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery to make me afeard. What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can, I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. The owls all cock so black of hue, with orange Johnny Bill. The throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark and dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note, so is my eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues perforce doth move me on the first to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should really have a little reason for that, and yet to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of these woods do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I do love thee, therefore go with me. I shall give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. Peas blossom, cobweb, moat, and mustard seed.
Betty. And I.
And I. Where shall we go?
Shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
I cry your worships mercilessly. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Madam Cobweb. Your name, honest lady?
Peas blossom.
I pray you commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascud, your father. Good Madam Peas Blossom, I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, ma'am?
Mustard seed.
I desire you of more acquaintance, good Madam Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. Tie up my lover's tongue, and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it next came in her eye, she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love, near to a close and consecrated bower. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, who met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort forsook his scene and entered in a break. As his gnarl eye fixed on his head, so at his sight away his fellows fly, when in that moment so it came to pass, to waked and straightway loved in us.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side. That waked, of force, she must be eyed.
Oh, stand close. This is the same Athenian.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so, lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe?
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him, then?
I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what would I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned, but not a false turn true. About, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we have their fond pageancy? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once woo one.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thy nine? Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too?
You unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. And now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know. Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Lysander, why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee makes me feel leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, oh, is all forgot, all school days friendships, childhood innocence?
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other. Hold the sweet jest up. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay gentle, Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Hang on, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing, let loose, or I shall shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Thy love. Out, totty totter, out!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What, can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile.
Be certain 'tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in this esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I'm not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you. Hermia, let me go.
Why, get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
Foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
Demetrius.
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flaunt me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you bead, you acorn!
Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darst to try who's right, of thine or mine, in most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Leave me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed it in Athenian's eyes, and so far am I glad it so is thought, as their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High therefore, Robin, overcast the night. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and a fruitless vision. Whiles I in this affair do the employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then that I will charmed I release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste.
Haste, make no delay. We must effect this business yesterday.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away? Thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with the rod he is defiled, that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he's gone, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge his spite.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way, faintness constraineth me, to measure out my length, on this cold bed, by day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, and sleep, Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven's shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Here.
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where's Madam Cobweb?
Ready.
Madam Cobweb, good madam, get you your weapons in your hands and kill me a red, hippie humblebee on top of a thistle. And good madam, bring me the honey bag. Where's Madam Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your hand, Madam Mustard Seed.
What is your will?
Nothing, good madam, but to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, madams, for methinks I'm astonishingly hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Truly a peck of provender. Methinks I have a great desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me, for I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Oh, silence a while. Robin, take off his head.
Thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Well, sound, music, music. Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be.
Come, my lord, in our flight. Tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is, this Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Well, wake him up.
Wake up!
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? That hatred so far from jealousy? To sleep by hate and no fear of enmity.
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough. My lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head, they would have stolen away.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I want not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will more hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear you well, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. Gods, my life! Stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream past the wit of a man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he goes to expound this dream. I will get Peter Quince to write me a ballad, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. If he come not, then the play is ruined. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You may have not a man in all of Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us.
God bless us.
A thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made rich.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom, I'll be hanged.
Where
Bottom,
are these
almost
lads? Where are
Bottom.
these hearts?
Bottom, almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
Madams, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what for. If I tell you I am not true Athenian, I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your costumes together. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part, and most of your actors heed no onions nor garlic. For we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not bout but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words! Away! Go away!
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of."
More strange than true, I never made believe, these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Oh, here come the lovers full of joy and mirth. Come now, what entertainment shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? A tedious brief string of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. I will hear that play. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
"If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wander on, tell truth, make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know, this beauteous lady is Thisbe, certain. This man doth present wall, this man presenteth moonshine, this grisly beast, lion."
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I once now by name present a wall, and that had encrannied hole or chink through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper through very often.
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
It is the Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim look night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night which ever art, which day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot! And thou, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with my eyne. Thanks, courteous wall, but what see I? No Thisbe do I see, a wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Oh, bloody hell.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, you should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She's enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will fall pat, as I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me, my cherry lips have often kissed thy stones.
I see a voice. Now I will be to the chink, to spy as I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Now kiss me through this hole of this vile wall.
I kiss thee hole's wall, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
'Tis life to death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall doth go.
"This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion."
You, gentle ladies, you, who gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse who creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, as snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of good conscience.
It is the very best at a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon, I the man is the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog my dog. This is old Ninny's tomb? Where is my love?
Roar!
Oh!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, Moon. Truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
Oh, and then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes do you see? How can it be, O dainty duck, oh dear? Thy mantle good, what? Stained with blood?
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore nature didst thou slacken frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, out sword and wound! Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and yet prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love? What dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise! Speak, dead. Come, trusty sword, and farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see an epilogue or hear a burgomask dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. But come your burgomask, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight had told 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task foredone. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom afore to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop his light from bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note, hand in hand with fairy grace. Will we sing and bless this place?
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puckle I call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and a robin shall restore amends.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. We had a fantastic time with you all and look forward to more from us this year in this format and even better formats. Thanks again. Have a good night.